Alright guys, so here I'll be discussing about this new update. North Korea is coming up trying to go for a war against South Korea and even threatened with nuclear attack also. So this is coming again during the time when Ukraine-Russia war is going on, Israel-Iran issues going on. And if you remember last day we have discussed about a potential formation of a new bloc where Russia and China, Iran and North Korea being part of one side, and North Korea is actually actively supporting Russia in the Ukraine war also by providing the soldiers. And you can see here tensions are escalating between North and South Korea with the threat of nuclear weapons use also. And this is exactly what we are going to discuss in this. So the global conflict which is going on one side, that is Russia-Ukraine war. Israel-Hamas conflict is already there. So Israel is actually fighting a multi-front war now. So for the last 1 year, and significant economic repercussion is already there. So here now comes potential Korean conflict also. So on this side. So here Israel Hamas and Israel Hezbollah. Now Israel is getting with Iran also. So this is going to be a difficult situation across the world. So the nuclear threat, there is an open warning that the Kim Jong-un openly threatens South Korea with nuclear weapons. So he wants catastrophic disaster for South Korea, and that escalate the tension. And North Korea orders the artillery units, the soldiers, to fully ready at the border. Upon receiving the command at any point of time, start firing. So they are even given the command that be ready with the force and everything. And if you get a command, and start firing. So drone controversy is there. That's actually the issue now. So the North Korean claim is, it accuses South Korea of sending drones to Pyongyang, okay, the capital of North Korea. Now South Korea denied it and sending any such drones to North Korea. And the concerns that North Korea is creating a pretext for the conflict. So I told you about the bloc, and on one side Israel against Iran, Ukraine versus Russia, and Russia, Iran, China forming a kind of box or a collective. So like what you have seen in case of World War I, World War II, like that. So North Korea is also going along with them. So this allegation could be seen in that context. Okay, maybe. So the firm stance, South Korea wants of regime end if North Korea harms its people. South Korea's response is that. Now, denial of provocation rejects North Korea's accusation of drone incursion, so completely denied that, and maintained a defensive posture against potential North Korean action. So they have made it very clear that they are, in case of any such attack from North Korea, they are going to take a defensive stand. So North Korean military readiness, upon receiving the order, so actually North Korea orders artillery units to fully ready at the border. The moment you get the order from the capital, start firing, okay. So immediate response, units prepared to fire upon orders from the capital. Now heightened alert, increased military activity observed near the area. So Russian influence of course is there, and Middle East tension is there. Ukraine conflict, Russia deeply involved in the Ukraine war in the last 2.5 years. North Korea is also actively supporting Russia by sending the military soldiers, and North Korean soldiers are actually fighting for Russia over there against Ukraine. So Middle East tension support Hamas, okay. So indirectly influencing Israel-Hamas conflict is also there. Now suspected encouraging North Korean aggression to distract US. So that could also be a potential possibility. So here a new conflict is creating. So US may be distracted. Now US military stretched thin. Ukraine support, significant resources allocated to supporting Ukraine against Russia from US side, and Middle East involvement, US Navy deployed in Red Sea and Mediterranean in against a crisis in Middle East in case if Iran attack Israel. So that is also there. A potential Korean conflict, concern about ability to respond effectively to Korean crisis now. So since they are very actively contributing here, now what about this area? So a possibility of a potential distraction. Okay, so Jabalia camp crisis, food shortage, World Food Program reports. So this I discussed before anyway. So global response to Korean tension, diplomatic efforts, international community calls for de-escalation and dialogue. So that is very common, and any such situation is not good, which is accepted by any others, as it is going to affect the economic interest of any other countries deeply. Okay. So especially if it is in Middle East, now North Korea, South Korea also going to affect us badly. So economic pressure, potential for increased sanctions on North Korea, that is there. If North Korea do such kind of aggression, and even now that threatens with nuclear weapons, so there is a possibility of such kind of economic sanctions on North Korea. Military preparedness, allied forces in the region is on high alert. So historical context of this we have discussed in the previous international relations lectures, so nothing much to discuss. Korean War result in division of peninsula in 1950-1953, and North Korea developed nuclear weapons program 90s and 2000s, and we have discussed about the nuclear tests that they have done under the sea. 2018, a brief period of diplomacy and summit. Now started the new tensions and threats of conflicts and everything. So economic impact, what will be the economic impact? So if you look at the global trade sector, it will severely disrupted, and technology industry, supply chain issues, because South Korea is a major supplier of technology related aspects, and financial market will increase or show the increased volatility. Humanitarian concerns, if you look at civilian safety, any war situation, we need to discuss that civilian safety. And of course, whenever war is there, collateral damage is there, refugees will be there, so refugees crisis, okay, and the different challenges in aid, support them, that we need to discuss. International alliances, US, South Korea. US may stand with South Korea, so one major power will be with them. Long-standing military alliance and mutual defense treaty is also there. China will be with North Korea. Where China will be there, Russia will also be there. At the same time, North Korea and Russia will always have a very good relation. And I told you before, the North Korean soldiers are actually fighting for Russia in the Russia-Ukraine war as well. So Russia will be here, and Russia's role drawing support for North Korea, complicating the dynamics. So US on one side, Russia, China together on the other side can come, and that can again lead to potential, big issue. Now, future scenarios, diplomatic resolutions is what we are looking for. Renewed talks and de-escalation of tensions. Worst case scenario, a large scale conflict can come, like a kind of world war can come if the blocks are formed in such a way, and limit the conflicts without any full scale war, even if the conflict is there. So status quo, it is better to maintain the status quo, the present situation, through the diplomatic talks and other things. So continued tensions without direct confrontation will be the possibility, another possibility. So they may maintain the status quo without any direct fight or anything. This tension will be there like that. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to update that the North Korea actually threatened South Korea of a potential war or a potential use of nuclear weapon. That's it, nothing much apart from this, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.